If you want to level up your life and manifest and attract your desires into your reality and into your experience, then you need to do womb healing. That is your superpower as a woman, is the fact that you have a womb, you have a uterus, and you need to purify your sexual energy that then creates your desires. And your sexual energy lives inside of your uterus. So when you heal your womb, you're also healing your sexual energy that is going to allow you to quantum leap and propel into a higher paradigm that is going to draw your desires to you. As a woman, it's really important to state that you are already magnetic. It is in your divine design to attract what you want, to be the receiver. The only thing we have to be really conscious of is, what are we actually magnetizing? What are you magnetizing to you? What are you drawing to you? And that's where we need to bring light to the scripts and the programs that are written inside of your sexual energy that are creating your life unconsciously to you. But you can do it. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, because I think it's really important to bring the womb into the manifestation conversation, because in the world that we live in, which is mainly a patriarchal, masculine world, they're only focusing on the heart and the mind, the thoughts and the emotions up here to manifest. And they're not wrong. For them, that works because they don't have wombs. But as women, we have our brains, we have our hearts, and we also have this fertile area, this fertile organ that knows how to take an intention, take that seed, and bring it into form, to expand it into life. That's what the womb does. It expands. It's like Jupiter, it's benefic. It wants to take what you give it and create something bigger with it. That's why we create fetuses and babies and humans inside of the uterus. Now, this video is really, really personal for me because for a long time, I really struggled with magnetizing or attracting or manifesting my desires to me. And I learned throughout my course of 4 years doing womb healing that it really was about changing the programs and scripts written in there in order for me to bring my desires into form. So today we're going to do a little bit of a different video. I want this to be a sister circle, a girl talk. I want to get more up close and personal with you and share with you guys my journey, while also helping you, because I think that my story can also inspire you. If you are struggling with manifesting and bringing your desires into form, then womb healing could be for you, especially if it's just taken so long and you've tried everything else and you have fibroids, cysts, polyps, endometriosis, anything else. Then this video is for you to learn how to manifest your desires, level up in your life, and be the radiant goddess that you are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Carme, and today we'll be diving into how to transform your sexual energy in order to attract and manifest your desires. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're returning or you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and please share this channel and this video with your sisters and your friends who need to also be brought into the womb cosmology. So I'm so happy that you're here, and let's just get right into it. All right, so first things first, let's talk about what is sexual energy. Very simply put, sexual energy is creation energy. In the ancient lineages, they believed that sexual energy determines how and why people come together. In other words, how do people merge and why are they merging together? And this can be in any part of your life. This could be romantic. This could be business. This could be just collaborating on projects. This could be finding a new house. Whatever it is, it's how and why you are coming into contact and merging with somebody else. And so you can imagine that it's a pretty important energy to know and to understand and to illuminate those scripts and programs that are written in it, because your sexual energy is unconscious. So it's running in the background unbeknownst to you. But the more that you can be intentional about it and design it for yourself and program it for yourself, well, honey, you are just a self-generating, optimal, sovereign goddess. Okay. And that's what I want for all of us. That's what I want for you. All right. So, why do it? Why purify our sexual energy? Why go on this journey of womb healing? Well, it's because we really want to enter pure desire. We really want to enter our innocence. When we have something to know is that we inherit our sexual energy from our lineage. So we inherit it from our mom and our dad and our grandmothers and our grandfathers. and it comes down into us. And when our parents do and make love to make you, that's not sexual energy and all of their life forces being infused into you, programming you in order to bring you into form. All right. What a beautiful thing. But unfortunately, some of our sexual energies could be written or scripted with some pretty dense energy, right? Some pretty low vibrational beliefs, some pretty low vibrational emotions that can have our hardwire or our system malfunctioning and not going in the direction that we actually want to go, making our life chaotic. So, what we want to do is we want to purify our sexual energy in order to have that system run smoothly and to attract things into our lives easier. So for me, back in 2020, I really struggled with my sexual energy. It felt non-existent, y'all. It felt like I was a glacier that had frozen over. I had no life force. I wasn't passionate. I wasn't hot. I didn't feel sexual. I didn't feel desirable. I didn't feel attractive. I was swiping left on guys that I actually wanted to swipe right on just because I was afraid that they wouldn't swipe right on me. Like, ew. And it just wasn't a fun time for me. I just had a really low self concept. And now, as you can see, I feel radiant. I feel beautiful. I feel divine. I feel sexual. I feel sensual. I feel really beautiful and really attractive. And I don't really need other people to validate me or to reassure me that I'm beautiful. I already know that I'm beautiful in and of myself. And this came from 4 long, hard, dedicated, devoted years of healing my womb. And this is what is powerful about it. So what I want to tell you guys is you can do this too. You can also purify your sexual energy. Something else that I noticed with my sexual energy over those course of those 4 years, I kind of gave a little bit of like swiping left on guys that I actually wanted to swipe right on, was I was just going against my desires all the time. Like if I wanted something, particularly a romantic partner or something of that nature, I would convince myself that I didn't want it subconsciously. I was afraid, I was more afraid of rejection and more afraid of failure than actually going after the thing that I wanted. I remember a couple years ago, I was living in Oaxaca and there was this guy that I liked, or I didn't really like him, but I thought I did. I wanted him to like me. And he was a lawyer. He was traveling. He had a great salary. He was this tall guy. He was successful. And of course, we all want that. But when I met with my therapist to talk about him, she's like, "You're actually not attracted to him, Carmen. You actually don't desire this man." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Because one of the values that you keep talking to me about in therapy is you want a man who's emotionally intelligent, emotionally has, high emotional capacity." And the guy that I was, hanging out with as a friend at the time did not have that. He really struggled with expressing his emotions. He even told me I have a hard time expressing my emotions. And when she was a mirror for me with that, I was like, "You're right. Why am I why do I want him to like me so much when I don't even like him?" And that is where the distortion happens when we inherit sexual energy from our parents like I did, where they didn't actually believe that their desires were that they're worthy of receiving their desires, and they also didn't believe that their desires would ever come into form. They didn't believe they could trust life to bring their desires into form. And so I inherited that as well. So I was almost like settling or taking what I can get, or never really putting myself as a priority or putting my desires as a priority, because I just always felt afraid that I would be disappointed. It was this attachment to disappointment and rejection. All right. But what I actually realized was when I was trying to put all my attention into someone I didn't like, I didn't actually desire, I was rejecting myself. Okay. And that was a huge light bulb moment for me because I was like, oh, it's not about me being afraid of them rejecting me. What's actually happening is it's my own spirit feeling that I've already rejected myself by desiring someone that I don't actually desire. A little bit of a mind fuck, but it's really important to name this because this is the stuff that I inherited from my family. And once I did my womb healing, things started to change, honey. Like being on YouTube right now, this was not even an idea for me a few months ago. I started this in July 11th. And when you do your womb healing, not only do you follow your desires, do you honor your desires, but more of your desires get revealed to you. More of your purpose gets revealed to you. More of what you want gets revealed to you. So I wanted this. I desired being seen. I desired being recognized. I desired being able to share my wisdom and my gifts with the world. But I was still also so afraid of it, and until I healed my womb. Also starting TikTok. I never wanted to do that until July. And then I did. And then it took off and got 13,000 followers in 2 months. I had always wanted to be able to share my gifts, but I was always I was not in my divine design. I was very bitter and didn't really think that I could achieve that. And so it took a lot of healing in order to get to this place. Okay. So, how did I heal my sexual energy? The first thing that I did was yoni steams. I worked deliberately and directly with the herbs, infusing my intention into the herbs. You can watch my yoni steam video where I talk about how to do that, and was sharing with my herbs, please help me purify and clear my sexual energy. Please help restore my sexual energy to its crystalline design, to its pure nature. I would infuse that and then I would let the herbs do its thing and I would trust that it was doing its thing. Then I did my ovarian cleansing. I'd work with my menstrual blood in order to clear as well my blood, because your sexual energy also lives in your menstrual blood. It's your life force. So I was clearing every menstrual cycle, clearing the energies of being out of my pure sexual desire, my pure sexual design. And then I was also doing a lot of meditations to also clear and heal my sexual energy. And this is what I also do with my clients as well, is how to purify and return to pleasure, return to being passionate and sexy and warm and in our life force and nurturing and nourishing our projects. That's what we're supposed to do as women. Is we're not supposed to be giving our life force and our power away. We're supposed to be worshiping the divine temple that we are, healing our sexual energy in order to increase our magnetic field, increase and strengthen our magnetic force so that we can draw what we want to us. And it's all just operating so beautifully in the background, honey. So once you do all of this, then you need to really start putting your desires on a pedestal. You really need to start prioritizing them and honoring them and valuing them. When we begin to do this, the universe begins to match us because it's beginning to see, okay, this person is actually honoring what they desire and they're going for it. Okay, when you don't do that and you put your desires down here, you're going to be living in that paradigm. You're going to be living in that frequency, that vibration that you're not worthy of having your desires manifest. Okay. And this is something else I want to share. When we are not living and honoring our desires, we're actually living and honoring somebody else's desires, which means we're not living in our desired reality. We're living in someone else's desired reality. Okay. Because we lack boundaries. We lack this sense of self worth and this sense of knowing that we're worthy of having our desires come into form. Okay. So just remember to trust and value your desires, to know that you are worthy of them, to make them first priority so that you can start living in your reality because you're worth it and you can do this. And this type of magical transformation and transmutation and alchemy is available to all of us, to all women. So that's all for now. I hope that you like this video. Make sure to do those 3 things in order to start purifying your sexual energy. And go ahead and leave me a comment as well, because I'd love to know what you thought. If you have any questions about this, I want to start getting a girl chat started with you guys. So please go ahead and do that. And as always, like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video.